Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today we're gonna be doing a review of this OC Toys base form Vegito. I think I only did the one for the Super Saiyan not long ago, and then this one came shortly after. I've just been very busy. I apologize. It's been a while since I've done a video or a short, um, but hopefully I'm back in it, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Um, this figure right here was about $75. He's not cheap. I feel like at this point when it comes to 3.0s, at least for third parties, aside from like I don't know, Demoniacal Fit, there's usually that their Gogeta was like $50 still. And I mean, obviously it didn't come with as many accessories as this does, but I think at this point, like when it's a new 3.0 body, these newer companies try to take advantage, and they throw in as many accessories as they can, so they can hike up the price and get the maximum profit for each box, for each figure, right? Because if they sold just the figure for like I don't know, $40, they could do that. It would sell easily. But why not milk it with some, a ton of accessories, hike up the price, and then there you go, right? It's a marketing tactic at this point, right? But we love it so much that we're gonna get them out. You know what? Really, if we have it, we're gonna get it, right? Regardless. So, anyways, OC Toys Vegito 3.0 body base form. Um, Definitely gonna crack into this and see what we got. This is what the back of the box looks like, and they actually came in good shape. All this stuff like the third parties usually from AliExpress. You can get it from a lot of different vendors. So let's get to it. All right, so this is what the figure looks like. It's kind of like the Beast Deities box, right? Anybody who's familiar with that already at this point. It comes with extra pegs. Um, but yeah, the body, the sleeves. I think the difference between the sleeves, I think one had wrinkles and one didn't. For those that want that detail, so that's pretty cool. And this is what the other box comes with. Like I said, it's a lot of accessories, right? And then you have two head sculpts. Both of them are windswept. One goes right, one goes left. I think you have to get. I think the only reason they didn't do like a neutral face and neutral hair is because they already had them in like separate kits. So yeah, it definitely still comes with a lot of accessories, though. A lot of effects. I really do like that energy effect right here, and then the big slash effects. These are clear, so that's pretty cool. A lot of hands, a lot of faceplates, so you do definitely get a lot. All right, and there he is. I will say for the most part that the necks, sorry, yeah, the neck pegs, popping out of the head sculpts are pretty smooth. They pop on easily, not too tight, not too loose. Which is definitely nice for these third-party figures that are trying to do these 3.0s, because sometimes we get some that, the neck pegs are really stuck on there, or, really tough to pop out or not as easy, right? But anyways, base form Vegito OC Toys. I was definitely excited. Like I said, I had to get two. I was thinking about getting the God form, but I think I'm good with two 3.0 Vegitos. I still have like a few um 2.0s as well, and I feel like I'm always gonna like those as well. They're always gonna have a place. I don't know why I just leave. Oh, there you go. They're always gonna have a place in my collection. I feel like for the most part, the 3.0s can be the ones I pose. But if you want like just static or standing poses, or just something more relaxed, you can still use the 2.0s, and not have to use something like this 3.0 just for a static pose, right? Or for normal standing, sitting, whatever pose, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. But anyways, let's go through articulation real quick. Head looks down really nice. I just barely touched that and it went down so far. It doesn't go up much because of the hair, right? Head definitely moves around nicely. Biceps are smooth. So far, nothing is tight. Elbows, wrists. I feel like everything is smooth on this one. You hear a little bit of that plastic crackling type thing, but it's not tight. It's not tight at all. Ab crunch could be a little bit better, but it's still good. Goes back that much. And obviously the legs, full split. They go about that high, right? So that's pretty cool. You're gonna be able to pose this really nicely. Knee bend, right? And of course, last but not least, I feel like Vegito, for the most part, all 2.0 Vegitos have had like one of the most horrible, right next to Vegeta, ankle rockers, just always like so close, so tight, and really not really able to do anything on the 2.0s. Same thing with Vegeta. His was just, they're just annoying. But anyways, This is what I'm definitely here for. Foot goes down that much, goes up that much, and of course bends down that much. Definitely bends nicely. Same thing with this one, just so you guys can see. Look at that. Nice. Definitely going to be able to get some good poses with this guy for sure. Now, having the two 3.0s of this guy is definitely going to be nice for my collection. So, yeah, definitely, like I said, about 75 ducks. Sorry, I'm a little tired today, guys, but $75 AliExpress. We're going to go through these faceplates real quick so you guys can see the rest. All right, there is the next faceplate right there. You know, one of the more comical, funny ones, I guess you could say, right? The printing looks good. I'm not a big fan of the comical stuff, faceplates. I'd rather just have the action ones, but that's just me, my personal preference. But like I said, anybody that does like these, then you're definitely in for a treat because the details look really nice. Let me get that close up on there so you guys can see that. Yeah, hopefully my camera's catching all the details. I see it catching it pretty damn well, so. There is the next one right there. I think that's the face he does when I think I seen that face on Superhero recently. So I'm sorry, yeah, it's not Superhero, sorry, Super. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the details definitely look nice as well. Let me clear that up. Looks good. Faceplates definitely look clean. So, all right, next up we have the smirking, right? Smirking, looking off to the side. I like this one a lot. I'm not usually a big fan of looking off to the side ones, but this one is looking real good, so that's kind of cool. Looks nice. Next one up is the looking down at you, which at first I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it just from the promos, but in hand it definitely looks nice, especially if you put him in a nice little standing pose and he's like, you know, looking down on his opponent, so that's awesome. And here we have the serious face. All right, let me get that. Serious face. Definitely looks nice. Love the way the details look. Here's the next one here. The details on the mouth and the lines are really good on this one. Like I said, I'm not going to be using these faceplates, but for those of you that definitely want to put some comical scenes in your displays, I feel like this one definitely covers a lot of the faces, so that's pretty awesome. You got action and then you got the comical stuff, so that's awesome. Definitely a variety. And last but not least, the screaming faceplate, which is definitely my favorite. Looks awesome. Looks sick. He's yelling. He's powering up. He's powering up. He's angry. Looks awesome. Let me get that clear. There you go. Looks good, right? All right, and just so you guys know, the 2.0 head sculpts do not fit on this body. You definitely need a different peg. You could do that too, but you wouldn't. I don't think you'd want to. These faceplates are actually really nice, really clean. I'm gonna keep it like this, just the way it is, and yeah, I'm not gonna do too much on when it comes to that customization aspect. So. All right, real quick, I'm going to show you guys these effects that it comes with. This one's really nice right here, like a slashing type of energy effect. It's clear. I think on the Super Saiyan one, it was yellow. We also have the blade here, also clear, right? And I love this one here because it's definitely similar, I guess, in a sense, because it has the little electricity coming out from the one we're usually used to with Vegito, but this one's more of a squared off lightning design, so that's pretty cool. And it is peggable, in case you guys were wondering. There you go. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. It does come with a peggable hand right here, so you can peg in the effect piece. So that's really awesome. I love it when effects peg into the hands. Definitely the best way to go. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Here's a quick pose with Vegito. One thing I really love about the 3.0s, it's a pose that I like to do a lot, and the 2.0s, sometimes you just can't get it. Not sometimes, you really can't just get them with the 2.0s can't do this, right? Like just a simple martial arts stance where, you know, the legs are out and then, you know, the ankles are bent. 2.0s can't do that. You might get lucky if one here and there can do it, but for the most part, they cannot do it, right? And if you wanted to go lower with this guy, like, I'm really a big fan of these martial arts poses like this. So it just looks like he's just so prepared and so Wow, that actually popped out. It does pop out here and there, but you just pop it back in. Not a big deal. I actually put a little bit too much force. But anyways, so there you go. Um, like I said, I love these martial arts poses where they're like in their stance and they're ready to fight or they're ready to go. I can only do that with 3.0s, can't do that with 2.0s. The ankles don't go far enough, the legs don't bend far enough. So definitely loving this figure. Like I said, I think in my opinion, this is the definitive Vegito. Whether you get this one or the Super Saiyan or even the God. I know he didn't go God really in anything, but having the 3.0 body is just so nice for these guys. And I don't think they're going to be around too long. I think I just started seeing them go up already on AliExpress. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this figure. Let me know if you guys still have a place for your 2.0s in your collection, regardless of 3.0s. That's actually something I'd like to know, because I know for myself, and a lot of people get excited for 3.0s, but I still like the 2.0s. I feel like they will always have a place. It's not like the 1.0s, right? Where for me, the 1.0s are definitely obsolete as far as the appearance and movement. But I know a lot of people like to be collect those guys as well. You know, just to collect it for the history or just to have the 1.0s as well, right? Everybody collects the way they want to. Anyways, let me know in the comments all your thoughts and opinions. If you liked the video, give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.